Hi. Hi, everybody. Hello, my hotties. Welcome to Hot Topics Live podcast. I'm Kia, your host and a performance coach. And my goal for this series, the Dating After Divorce series, is to share my tips, tricks, and strategies that I've been learning from dating because I'm out here doing it, and combine that with the skills that I have from being a performance coach to help you achieve a successful experience and maybe even meet somebody um, and just enjoy that experience. So I know what it's like. I was in a long term relationship. And when I got out of it, I was like, oh my God, I have never been on a dating app. I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to do. I've been out of the game for so long. So if you are kind of an older millennial, or probably a Gen X type of person, or above or below, because I'm getting a lot of younger people and older people watching this series. So thank you for that. Um, if you've been in a long-term relationship, whatever that means to you, 5, 10, 15, 20, or more years, and you're single and you are trying to figure out how to get back in the game, this little series is just for you. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor. That's going to be Eris Health. You can support Eris Health on Instagram by going to follow Eris. Tell them Kia sent you from Hot Topics Live. Send her a DM, give her some support. She's creating a mental health app that is going to use AI to help people get content that can support them wherever they're at, meets them where they're at, while they're waiting to get services. So this is going to just revolutionize the mental health space, I think. And I think we've got to support each other as we're trying to create things that make the world a better place, right? So hurry on over to Eris Health and support my friend Kelly. And I want to thank Eris for being a sponsor of this episode. And as always, my phone blows up when I'm live. So bear with me. Okay, this is going to be a quick one, but I just want to really talk about quickly some of the experiences that I've had and what I've discovered. So, I decided to start dating back in April. And since April, I have talked to about 87 men. Okay. All right. So obviously, I've been rejected. I've rejected lots. Some of them didn't work out. I've been on some dates. Some of the dates didn't work out. I am dating someone now. So it's very new. So we'll see how it goes. But there is my experience. Okay. So I am doing it just like you can. If you haven't seen this series from the beginning, then go to my Hot Topics Live page and you can start at episode 1. This is episode 8. We've gone over a lot of important things from mindset to appearance to boundaries to what not to do. And today's episode is another one of those episodes of things maybe you shouldn't be doing. And I have a lot of male audience, which I love my men. And I have a lot of female audience, which, I love the ladies. They're my girls, my sisters. So I'm aiming to provide a lot of information for both genders. Okay. Because I think we got to come together. Right. And that is what we're trying to do by dating anyway. So let's get into it. One of the things that I have noticed in dating, especially online dating, which I do think is fun, but it has a lot of drawbacks. So, the biggest thing for me, I think most people are doing is instant gratification. Like everybody wants it right now. And I get it. I get it. I do. Like we want to be in that relationship, right? We want to be cuddling. We want to be, getting it in. We want to be like watching Netflix and, eating and doing stuff with somebody awesome. And we want it right now, like now. Okay. But the problem with that is is you can't build anything that way. And so what happens I'm seeing is like when I'm talking to men, they want to jump ahead to the instant gratification of sex, like smacks. Okay. I'm going to be careful on YouTube. And they want to jump ahead to that a lot of times. And this brings me to something that you fellas should not do. When you are approaching a woman, do not lead with sex. Anyone some of you want a girl who's easy and want to just run in and out and it's not going to mean anything to you. And there are women out there that are just looking for that. I know some of them. They don't want anything more than either friends with benefits or a situation or just a lover, right? And so you got to find those women, but still do not lead with sex. Like being vulgar when you are responding to a woman or you're first meeting a woman is a sure way for most women who are about anything, and probably the kind of woman that you actually really want is not there for that, right? She doesn't want that. So you have to cultivate some charm, really, and just come approach a woman respectfully, but not with like your basic hi. So you're going to have to think out of the box. You're going to have to think of charming ways to approach her to get her attention, because women get a lot of attention from men on these apps. Most women, because most women are reasonably good looking. Okay, unless there's something like really strange happening, most women get a lot of attention on dating apps, right? So we get a lot of options, so you have to do something to stand out. And the problem I'm seeing is a lot of guys, not only are their approach is way off, but like their desire to make effort is also not there. And that's a big problem for dating apps, right? Because a lot of low effort men, and I'm not coming for men, I love men, but you know who you are, you have to hear the truth, right? And if no one's telling you how you going to get dates if you're not getting any, this is probably why. Or dates are not working out for you, this is probably why. Because you're not making effort. Women like effort, right? I like effort. You know how many guys that I have just kind of been, and I do my best not to ghost people. I usually tell them, hey, you're not showing me enough interest for what I would put match, right? Because I'm going to match your effort if I'm interested in you, right? To an extent, because guys put more effort in and women appreciate and reciprocate, right? So that's typically how it works. And you have to put in some effort if you want the reward. If you want, and I know there's a lot of men who think they're the prize. That's wonderful for you. That's great. Most women think they're also the prize. Right, right. So we can both be the prize if we both put in effort. But honestly, what you're wanting at the end of the day, if you're a man, is you want to get in there. And you know what I mean. We're not children when I say you want to get in there. So you need to be making effort. Unless the girl really has low self-esteem or issues, daddy issues, or like some sort of issues, or she's just one of those women, like I said earlier, who like to just take a lover, no strings attached, that kind of thing. There are those women out there. Then most women, um, they want you to make effort to put in work, and that is the reward. That's the prize, your validation. She is validating you when she lets you in to her body, right? So you need to make some effort. And if you're not willing to make effort, why should she? You know, why should she want to date you or talk to you or continue with you if you are, number one, approaching her talking about what you want to do to her explicitly. Number two, you're not making any effort to plan dates, to, show her that you think that she's special, that she's interesting, that she's worth it. That's really important. So, like, that's what I see a lot of is like these guys, they do not want to make effort. Now, I'm not just coming for the guys either, because then there are the guys that are showing up, they are making effort, they are trying to like win the girl over, like make the dates and get to know the girl, and they're being a gentleman, they are opening doors, they are, like scheduling and all of this stuff. And then there's women who are dealing with anxiety. And every time this guy is making effort and doing things to push the relationship forward, the minute any change of his energy, he gets busy one day or something changes a little bit, you're freaking out, right? You're having a reaction, you're feeling anxious. And then instead of like leaning back and staying in your feminine energy, you're pushing forward and taking control. And that's something that kind of repels him and pushes him back. So if that's something that you're doing, this is a way that you can actually lose a guy who's really interested in you, right? And I'm not saying you can't come with ideas and stuff like that for dates or whatever. You should give him 3 actually. 3, or he should offer you 3 choices for when you're going to go out. Okay, one of the best experiences I ever had was this guy who was like, okay, he was very on it. He was, listen up, fellas. Okay, he was like, once we decided that we were going to go on a date, and he did everything that I required of him, right? He did texting, he did a phone call, he did a video call, right? I don't always do the video call, but I do like them. I do like a video date. It makes me more relaxed when we meet in person. And he did all of this stuff and it was exciting and it was fun and we were super excited to meet. He sent me 3 restaurants that he curated for me based on what my tastes were. He then proceeded to follow up with me the day before the date to confirm that we were still on. And when I said yes, he sent me the directions to the place. I've also had gentlemen send me an Uber to the place, right? So that's also something that's amazing that you can do for her. Okay. Especially in this modern age where you guys don't really pick you up at your house anymore initially. So sending an Uber for her, very nice. That's like a chef's kiss. It's amazing, right? So, and it sets her up to let her know that you are a provider type of man, right? Because most women do want a guy that's going to pay for the dates and all of that stuff initially. I would not pay for a date. Don't pay for dates, right? And I don't think of it as transactional because I know a lot of people feel like if a man pays for the date, he should get something at the end of the date. I will give you a hug. That's like the most you're going to get at the end of, especially a first date with me, because I think respect is incredibly important. And true, like men who are looking for something for real, like legit, want to respect the woman. If they're intentionally dating and they're not just, playing around, they want to respect the woman that they want to be their girlfriend or wife, right? So they want you to put boundaries up. They want you to lean back. They want to provide for you in different ways because it's an investment. And the kinds of investment you need from men and the kind that you should be giving fellas is emotional investment and financial investment, especially if you're serious about a girl or want to be serious about a girl. Okay. So this is part of the problem of why dating apps are not working because guys don't want to make effort and everybody wants the instant gratification, right? The ladies and the guys in a way, right? Like for example, we want to go on that first date, second date, third date, fourth, like we want it to move fast. But we have to learn to slow the pacing down. We have to learn to slow it down. And because everything's like in a quick minute with apps and everything and shorts and everything so fast, we're learning to go so fast all the time and we're not pacing ourselves slowly. And good relationships, solid relationships take time. They take courtship, right? So because we're in such a rush for everything all the time, we're ruining our chances at really building good, solid relationships because of wanting it now, wanting it yesterday, wanting to. And believe me, I love to get takeout, to binge a show and cuddle with my partner, but it's worth waiting for. And I know that if he's investing in me, a time investment as well as an emotional investment, because that will take time. So those go hand in hand. And the financial investment, of taking me on several dates, right? And I'm not saying that on those dates they don't get progressively more intimate, right? You know what I mean? Like, but it's pacing. And I think that's why dating apps fail, because they take the everyone wants everything so fast, and women get all this anxiety. Some guys do too, but like mostly it's women with this anxiety, right? Based, like they want it, they want, does he like me? Are we going to go on another date? Like all this anxiety wrapped up into, is he losing interest, like what he's doing? And we need to shift that energy back onto ourselves and be focused on our lives and getting our nails done, getting our hair done, hanging out with our friends, going shopping, like working, building our businesses, doing our hobbies that we love doing, like creating that full, rich, rewarding life for ourselves, so that we're not putting men up on pedestals. We're putting a good, solid, healthy relationship up on pedestals, right? So, like I said, with the gentleman who sent me the directions for the date, he then took me on the date. He paid for the date, right? We had a great walk. We had a great talk. We had a great time, and we would have seen each other again. It just didn't work out as far as timing. But that was one of my best first dates. And one of the reasons why it was so good was because he took the time to make effort, and it made me feel incredibly special. And I would have loved to go out with him again if it could have worked out, but it just didn't. So that's something that you can do. Take a note of that, right? If you're a man who's watching this, think about what you can do to show the female, even before your first date, that, you're making effort, right? What are little ways you can make effort from the first date to the second, to the third, to the fourth, to continue to show her that you're interested and that you feel that she's valuable and worth the effort? Okay. Because being on these dating apps makes it far too easy to not make effort. It makes it far too easy to want it right now. And we have to stop doing that. Okay. We have to slow down. We have to set boundaries. Remember, we talked about this before. A time boundary is really important, right? And if you don't know what a woman is looking for, if you're like, I don't know what women are looking for, it's so hard. I'm going to make it so easy for you, because I'm going to tell you, women want emotional safety. They want to be not constant reinsurance, but they want to know that you're interested. They want to see through your actions that you're pushing the relationship forward, because it's up to you to do that. So then try to get her off the app. Ask her for her phone number. Don't ask her to call you. Ask her for her phone number. Like, then start text her, then get the conversation going, then invite her out. If she wants to do a video call with you because that makes her feel safe, do it. Right? Anything that a woman needs to feel safe is what a man should naturally want to do. And if you're not naturally wanting to do that, then that's something within you that needs to be looked into and worked through. Because remember, we talked in one of the previous episodes about healing and healing yourself, right? And being healed and ready to be dating and having the right mindset about dating, right? Especially like on your profile. All side note, don't be negative on your profile. That is so repelling. Okay. That's another reason why dating apps don't work. Your profile, your pictures that you're using, put good pictures of yourself. Like, ask people, do I look good in this photo before you put it up there? Right. And definitely include one full body shot, right? Doing something you love doing or whatever. Show people who you are through your photos. And also, don't be negative. Don't put like jaded, like, no gold diggers. Like, I mean, I get it, but ew, women who are not gold diggers, like myself, no tea, no shade to my gold digger sisters. Um, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not a gold digger, but that's so repelling. Like, so what energy are you bringing into there and onto the app? And then once you're on the app, how are you approaching the woman? Like, be charming. I'm not saying love bomb her, but be charming in your approach and how you say hi. You know what I love? I love guys who comment on my pictures, something interesting or smart or funny or cute, right? And those guys usually get a response from me. So keep that in mind. And then if you continue to make effort, you arrange the date, you can ask me questions about what I'd like to do, or any woman. And again, as always, my phone is blowing up. Hold on. Um, so you can ask her what she wants to do and then, make the plans and then confirm with her before the date and maybe even let her know that you're thinking about her leading up to the date so that she's getting warmed up. That kind of thing like makes a girl feel like, oh, I mean, I'm not saying you have to simp. I'm just saying like show some interest, like you're excited and looking forward to meeting her in person. And the same thing, ladies, guys need to know that you're excited and looking forward to the date too. So when they are making effort, you have to appreciate it. You can say, I appreciate, you reaching out, or yes, I'm looking forward to it. Don't over validate him. That would be a mistake. Okay. But don't make a lot of effort. The guy should be making the effort, right? Later, you'll match his effort once he's got the prize. But in the beginning stages, like really, the guy should be doing the most, right? Because it's like a hero's journey. He's the hero. He's meeting all the challenges, right? To get to the princess. Okay, right? So let him. And it'll make him feel good. And all you have to do is appreciate it and not be so anxious if it's going really well and this guy is doing all of this stuff. And then for some reason, he doesn't reach out or all of this stuff. Just wait. Just wait. Just breathe and focus your energy on other things. And you will soon realize that if he's interested in you, he will come back around. And if he's not interested in you, and he won't. And if he doesn't, it's better to know that right away or as soon as possible than to drag on and get strung along in a relationship that's not going anywhere. Right? So just remember that, you know? And guys, not every woman is a gold digger. So don't approach every woman like they are. And not every woman is, looking to take advantage of you. If that's your mindset, you really need to do deep healing and work on yourself, get a coach, get a therapist, join a men's group. Like, you have to do something. Everyone deserves love. Everybody can have it. And if just remember, if one relationship doesn't work out, there are other people. Okay. That's the biggest takeaway of my experience of being on a dating app. I've only been on one. Um a dating app lately anyway. The biggest takeaway for me is that there's always another one, right? If it's not working out with one guy, there'll be another one and another one and another one. And sometimes I take breaks because I get overwhelmed and I just take myself off the app for a little while and busy myself doing things with my life and my friends and my kids that I love. And then I'll get back on and see what's out there and talk to people and, you know, and it's really fun. And I think, you know, there are a lot of other reasons I think I could get into as to why dating apps are failing, but these are a few just for you to think about and see how you feel about them, So definitely consider these things and remember that you can find love after divorce. You just have to heal, you have to be ready, and it does take a little bit of work. It does, you know but you can find it. Okay. I hope this helps you. And if it did, please hit like, subscribe. A lot of you are watching and you're not subscribed. So it doesn't cost you a thing. And it really helps the channel to reach more people that it could potentially help. So please subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment. I'm loving reading all of your comments. Thank you so much. I'm trying to respond to every one of them. So bear with me. But I'm loving reading your comments. And if you watch live, you can chat with me. So set your notifications so you know when I come live so that you can join the conversation and we can talk about things. You can ask questions. You can add your insights. Okay, some of you are dropping pearls of wisdom on those episodes, right? So please continue to do that. set your notifications. Don't forget to support my girl Kelly at Eris Health. Follow her on Instagram. If mental health matters to you, if healing matters to you, then go do that. And follow my pinup journey on at Creativity on Instagram. You can follow my pinup journey. Here, let me show you all where you can follow me. So you can follow me here. I'm also on TikTok. I'm just getting started. My assistants are going to start posting more content for me. So that's happening as well. And you can always DM me with questions, concerns. If you're interested in coaching for podcasting or performance coaching, any of that stuff, you know, I'm here for you. And I love you guys. And I will be back with another episode very soon. I've been on vacation, but I am back. And I hope you've enjoyed this. So like, share, subscribe, and set your notifications so you know when I come live. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.